Hello and welcome to ChinnyVision. This time, something special, the Vectrex. So here I am in the front room of the Futurals 8-Bits Rod Hull, and he's got something pretty special that you can see in front of us. And well, Rod, tell us what this is.
It's an MB Games Vectrex from
Cool.
the past.
And when did you get this?
I've only had this about 3 weeks or a month maybe, and powered it up twice now. That's all I know about it.
And it's pretty rare, isn't it?
Well, you don't see many of them knocking around.
And there's various games you got with it as well.
Yeah, I've got a stack of games. We've got Scramble, we've got Cosmic Chasm, Starhawk, Rip-Off, Clean Sweep, and Berserk, which is obviously going to be a winner, isn't it?
I don't think either of us have ever played much Vectrex. I've never actually played it at all.
It's all new
before, and Rod's played it a little bit. So what I'm going to do is turn the lights off, zoom in the camera on the screen. It's going to be a little bit flickery because the Vectrex is a little bit flickery. When we were looking at it, sometimes we put a video camera at a screen, it goes a bit doolally, but this genuinely does look a bit flickery to the eye. So we'll be back with you in a second. Okay, so Rod and I are now sitting in a darkened room and with the Vectrex, and not something you can say every day. And what game we're going to fire up?
Scramble.
Okay, we're going to fire up Scramble. So hopefully, press the button.
Press, turn.
Turn the button.
Yeah, it's the volume knob as well.
Oh, you can hear those capacitors inside.
Screaming. Is that loud enough?
We need to turn it up a bit, I think.
Is that good?
Yep.
Okay. I know there's 2 fire buttons on this. Wish me luck.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So essentially, this is a Scramble clone. Oh, look at those graphics, though.
It's pretty good, isn't it? It reminds me very much of one of the arcade variants.
It's all one colour. Well, the screen is black and white, but you've got overlays on there to make it look like there's different colours. You can see the Scramble logo at the bottom. It's a plastic overlay, and that's where the green's coming from. You can see the true colour of the screen when the things reach the top of the screen.
It's actually a white screen, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
black and white tube.
Black and white tube.
Right, this is where your 10p would normally wear out, wouldn't it? You'd be done by now.
Do you think the flickering's down to the capacitor age, or do you think it always did that?
Oh, I think it probably had a certain amount of flickerage. I mean, that buzzing noise. I don't know. I mean, the only way for me to find out will be when I change them. I wouldn't be at all surprised there's a certain amount of buzzing or flickering on this, though. I'm sure there's enough people out there that got these that can tell us different.
And what year is this? 82, 83?
Yeah, I think it's 82, 83. I think you're right.
And retail was, I remember seeing adverts about 200, something like that, 150.
I seem to remember 150. I know they came down in the end, but yeah, it's a long time ago. I mean, I can barely remember these existing. I can sort of remember seeing them in Woolies, but not actually to touch. They were in their boxes. So, but that is a long time ago now. Whoa.
I think a lot of them got remaindered as well via Woolworths and places like that, especially when the home micros became made more affordable.
Yeah, I'm just looking on some of these boxes here, but there doesn't appear to be any useful date codes on them. No, nothing at all. But it does have a barcode, actually. That's got a barcode. Now, I wasn't expecting that. So
how does this play? How do you think it?
This is brilliant. This is absolutely fine. I am randomly slamming both of the fire buttons at the same time, mine, but apart from the joystick feeling a bit soft, it's fine.
It's a potential. It's like, I guess,
it is a pot. Yeah.
It's like those analog sticks you get on the BBC Micro when you've got to play. Yeah, it's digital controls in effect, so you've got that kind of massive amount of variation.
I mean, you can pull forward at a slower speed than. Actually, no, you can't. No, it's basically it is working in mostly a digital way.
Yes.
Oh dear. But you know, you could easily just play this forever by placing it down. Oh, that's better. if you put the joystick on a surface...
Just got a bit closer so you can see the graphics a bit better. And we just discovered that if the joystick's placed on a surface, it works.
It's a lot easier.
It's much, much better.
Of course, this was built back in the day when there was only one TV in the household, so...
Well, that's the big thing about the Vectrex, isn't it? It's you didn't have to take up your home TV with the games.
I mean, apart from the fact that this isn't really colour and stuff, compared to the old Woody, the Atari 2600...
We've still got two colours on screen. You know what? It isn't bothering me.
No, it's brilliant. I mean, this... To me, this plays better than... Well, anything on a 2600 already.
And how many people had green screen Amstrads and things like that? And they were quite... My cousins had green screen CPC 464. They were quite happy with that.
No, the picture was clear, wasn't it?
But you don't... It's the game, isn't it? Should we try another game?
Yes.
We are loading up Starhawk.
Loading. We're placing the transfer in the window.
I suppose it's part of the loading process, placing a transfer on the screen.
Yeah. Right, here we go. Never tested before.
I professionally dim the lights here and...
Okay, good
Look
stuff.
at that.
Yeah. All right, you get that noise on all of them then. 1982.
Two colours, got a blue and a yellow screen this time. Yellow doesn't look quite as nice as the...
Oh! What is this?
I think I've just seen the future.
Oh, it is definitely. Look at this. This is clearly a bit of a Star Wars rip-off, but I won't say anything to Lucas.
No, there were quite a few typing games in this era, or a little bit later, had you racing down the trench like Star Wars.
That's true.
But this looks completely different. It's you're not so much flying down the trenches above it, but and again, if you think on the camera that it looks a little bit like it's strobing, I promise you those.
It's not. It's perfectly clear, isn't it?
Yeah, it's clear, but those lines coming towards you kind of do look. When you go very fast, there is kind of almost like blurring. I think you were dead already.
Am I dead?
Yep.
I want to know why there's that funny blue bit there.
Doesn't line up properly, does it? I think it's supposed to be the end of the trench. I don't think the...
Have I put that on back to front? No, I haven't.
No. It could be misalignment compared to your Vectrex compared to the factory.
If you look at the edges, it's gone out of true.
Right.
Because look, there's a blank bit there and there isn't on that side.
Ah.
So yeah, the power supply has definitely seen better days and it needs adjusting. But this is running at nearly maximum brightness as well.
Do you know what? You can see it actually changing with the... Yeah, it is the power supply. It's like a... You can see it with the counting down the numbers. When it changes, it just slightly jumps.
Does it?
Yeah. It's probably your power supply capacitors might actually get all that back in line. Because like most things, these machines are very old now. Getting on for 35 years, I guess, but 34, something like that. And the capacitors have dried up and need redoing.
Before the smoke comes out. Right, I just thought we'd quickly show this. Without the screen mask on, I mean, it looks perfectly acceptable, but as soon as you put it on, it absolutely transforms it. And it's such a simple concept. I mean, it's like looking for a crisp packet or something, but it's absolutely amazing. It's only a black and white device. Yeah, I've wanted one of these for ages, but they don't transport very well. So if you are buying one on eBay, make sure they don't use somebody like My Hermes or you'll never see it. Well, you will, but it'll be in kit form.
It'll be in many pieces.
Yeah, I can't even remember how much I paid for this, but it wasn't a £5. But because it come with a decent selection of games with their transfers, it seems.
Must have cost them a lot to make. Well, I suppose it's a normal. The aspect ratio would be correct. No, would it? Would it if it was horizontal?
No, it looks like a long screen to me.
It does. It's custom. It's entirely custom.
It does look like a long screen to me. We got blue. I'm ready for this.
Okay, I'm ready to fade the lights down.
Okay.
Right. There we go.
buzzing. Oh, it's already looking good. Yeah, that's not in the middle either.
No, so it's Berserk. And what is Berserk? It's...
Everybody remembers Berserk. It was that funny game where you were a man and there was aliens
Oh,
in
yes.
corridors. Used to play this. Oh, look.
Oh.
Oh. Ah, right. I will say, I think this is where we get to find out how slow the processor is.
What is it in here anyway? It's,
I think it's a 6800 something, or 65 something. I don't know, it's one of, yeah, it's 65 something, I think. Somebody's going to correct us now. But, oh, I don't know. Oh, there you go. I mean, I'm assuming this takes a lot more thinking about because it's not just simple line drawn now. Like line drawn animation, complex. Isn't it? Go straight through the door. Oh, and a scroll. Oh, where am I? Oh, dying. Yeah, there was various clones of this sort of game, wasn't there? Look at that. Where am I there?
You've got to shoot the baddies.
And we're obviously looking for something somewhere. But if you fire too much, you really do slow down. And you can only fire in the direction you're pointing.
Got you humanoid.
Listen to that buzz. You look how slow it is now, all those little...
Yeah, the more you put on the screen, it really does slow down.
Yeah. So that should mean the quicker I kill them... Yep, look, it's speeding up. This is a now... There we go, look, like lightning. I don't know if there's an emulator around for these things. There must be. I'm sure somebody's done.
I think there is. Although you can't, it's hard to see how you could emulate this screen.
Yeah, because that's what it's all about, isn't it?
It's about the look. It's the games are almost secondary to the general look of it. I mean, the general gameplay. It's about the look and feel of it, and the fact it's a portable arcade machine in your home.
It does have a handle on the top. It is officially portable. Oh.
Try another game?
I think so. That's difficult. Oh, there's no difficulty levels on this thing either.
So we're loading Cosmic Chasm.
Oh no, where's the overlay? Oh, there it is.
We've got an overlay.
Unbelievable. Do you know, thinking about it, I wonder if my old next door neighbour had one of these.
Well, it probably got left out by the bins one day in about 1987, and that was it.
You ready?
That's a nice over. It's going to be orange. It's going to be very orange. Let me fade the lights down. There we go. Lights
are down. So we've got drill, shield, thrust, and fire. Oh, is that what the 4 buttons are?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like the arcade machines, isn't it? Those kind of overlays that told you everything.
I've not been reading any of that.
I'd say it's more orange. It's more pinky, really.
It is a bit, isn't it? Oh, look, I like the... Right, four fire buttons in a row. Right, okay, answers on a postcard.
Oh dear, what are we doing here?
Oh,
I see.
Like magic. I'm not moving. Right, one of the buttons is move. Drill, shield, thrust.
It's like the game thrust. It is like the game thrust almost. You thrust to move. Except without the gravity.
I can't do my brain. Shield, drill. So what does drill do?
Do you have to drill the thing in the middle? What's
maybe. That didn't work. Okay, so there's shields at the side, look, on the left. You see the flashy bits?
Yeah.
So, what do you reckon? Am I supposed to be able to get through them before this thing in the middle gets too big, maybe?
Sadly, as we don't have the instructions, we've kind of got to guess, haven't we?
No, we have got the instructions.
We do have this.
Failing to read them. I mean, whoever read manuals back in the day as a child? Oh, shield works if you find it. Move. Aha.
You got a tape game, you're kind of forced to read the manual because you had nothing else to do with it.
The end of his fella does drill, look. You see that rotating?
Ah. Aha.
I just drilled through a wall.
Aha.
It's the future. Boo.
The end. That's it.
Right, so if you want a game that is amazingly difficult with 4 fire buttons, I can highly recommend you choose something else.
Try something else.
I'm jabbing all 4 buttons then. Okay. That, I think, with a bit of time spent on it, could turn into a good game.
Let's give one more a go.
What do you think then? Okay, I'll let you have the choice this time. Rip Off, one of them's called. And, Clean Sweep. Rip Off or Clean Sweep?
Let's go for Clean Sweep.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Okay. There's a dollar symbol. What does this mean? Music. Oh, you see the wobble now?
Yeah.
Top tip, people, if you've got an old machine and you've not changed the capacitors in it, change the capacitors in it.
Pac-Man.
You get about 6 years, and then they're done. Oh! You're right, it is Pac-Man. But I'm a fish. Do any of the buttons do anything? No. Oh!
Oh.
Bound to run out. Oh, there it goes. Oh! So the corners have got power pills in, even though you can't see them.
So what, that green gives more of a flicker on the old... I do apologise to people watching this. It's very slight diagonal flicker going across the screen, which isn't evidence to the eye, but on the camera it is. But hey, pointing a camera at a CRT is never the easiest thing to do. It is amazing, this thing. It really is. And how much brighter that... It seems to be able to vary the intensity of the...
Yes.
It's not just two colour. There appears to be a kind of third ultra, at least phosphor destroying brightness level that it uses. Because it really is, to the eye, very... If you saw your CRT TV go that bright, you'd probably be a bit...
Yeah, you'd be a bit worried about it, wouldn't you?
You'd be a bit worried.
Okay, so this fella's getting larger the more I eat. Oh, now he's stopped eating. But I can't eat him. So what should I be doing if I can't eat these guys? Back into a corner, maybe? Oh, but that's closed. Look, not all of them are open. Ah. So everybody admit, how many times did you fire up a game and you never read the manual?
Oh,
that's good.
Oh, perhaps you can eat them when you get so big. It's...
No, I started to go into a corner because I tried eating them just now and I got killed. Right. Look, there we go.
Aha.
So that's the mode where I... now I can. There we go.
Do you think the makers of Pac-Man could sue the people who made this game?
Well, it's more different than most of the Pac-Man clones, isn't it? I mean, most of them were just obvious.
That's true.
You know, I was only playing Cosmic Cruncher last night. You know, Commodore's lame attempt at a Pac-Man clone. But yeah, things have changed a lot, haven't they, when it comes to copying other people's work.
Yes, and Larry Bundy Jr. has done a very good video on that recently about video game patents and people who patented stuff. That's very interesting. I'll link to that below, and it's in the favourites on the channel as well, so check that out.
Yeah, I tell you what, we were lucky back. Okay, I don't know how many people could have actually afforded one of these, actually, thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because compared to something like a Atari Woody, I don't think this would have been good value for money.
No, and you got many more titles on 2600 as well,
Yeah.
and okay, they're more primitive, and you had to use the family TV, but
you had 2 joysticks, pair of paddles,
yeah,
bundled with something half decent of the day. And you could also rent games, don't forget.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to rent games. We only ever owned 4 games for our 2600. Fishing, Dragster. Let me think. Fishing, Dragster. Oh, we had Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Is he going to complete a level? Will we get a new map? Here's
Oh,
the
we completed
question.
level, going to get another map.
Do you reckon? Nope, it's the same
Nope,
map.
same one.
There we are. Answers on a postcard how much memory this thing's got. It's probably like a K.
Not a lot.
No. Well, they're known as analog, aren't they?
Yeah, a lot of analog circuitry in there to make all this happen.
Yeah. I mean, they do have a digital processor, but the rest of it is, I don't know, voltages and maths, I suppose.
Right, so the Vectrex, what do we reckon?
Well, it's a device. I don't think we should really confuse it with a console. I can't think of a console in the true sense from the day that could do graphics like this. This is pure maths and voltages. This is direct display, you know. Amazing. I'm going to spend a lot of time on the internet looking up how these things actually work.
It's pretty astonishing, and
It's amazing.
How big is there a large catalogue of games?
I think there's probably more in the homebrew scene than there was actually released. Again, I've not even been to a fan site yet to actually look into this any further. So, I mean, I've got, what was it here, something like 6 titles. I'm sure that there was at least a dozen titles available for it in total.
So if you pick one up, you've really got to try and make sure that you get a decent amount of games with it, I guess, because you're not going to pick up...
Yeah, and I think you're going to want to pick up a Scramble. You're going to want to pick up one of the known games, line-drawn games from the past. I mean, this game here, what's this called? Skyhawk. Superb. The line-drawn graphics just... You need that 3D environment to show it off.
And it's a nice object as well to have, so you can put it in your living room and have people look at it and you
It's a
can
man
show it
cave
off.
object, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice thing to look at. So if you see one, I guess if you see it at a good price, well worth picking up, bearing in mind that you might got to make sure it works.
Make sure it works. Be prepared to get yourself or somebody to look at it and give it a refit. I'm sort of chancing death here by running this without taking it apart, but hey ho.
It is showing, you know, when there's a lot going on the screen shrinks down a little bit, which is surefire sign of potential power supply issues.
You can see the screen alignment's out as well, but...
So you need a good old-fashioned TV technician to help.
Yeah.
Well, thanks to Rod Hull from the Future Was 8-Bit for doing this special kind of first time we've done this for ChinnyVision. We'll leave you with some Vectrex.